Parenting for a Tuesday. We have Joy Abu here with us. She's a certified broadcaster and also certified child coach. She's got a passion for and love for kids, and well, she's here to converse with us about time management and productivity in kids. You're welcome, Joy.
Thank you very much.
Here.
Same
this is
here.
my. Oh, is it? Well, this is the first time I'm having to.
Yeah, the very first time I never accepted.
Please. Because I'm more excited to have you here. Time management, productivity, kids, three words that are totally not related to kids in any way. So I'm wondering how this is even going to be a conversation.
Okay.
How do we manage time and productivity for kids? And what age are we talking about here, just so we have a very good premise?
Time management productivity cuts across all ages for kids. Okay. There is no limited time. I would give exception to toddlers or sucking babies, but once you're about the school age, come on, time management is key for you. So for me, it cuts across all the ages.
I've always just thought that it is a carryover from the parents' habits that the kids also pick up. If you've got a tardy father or a tardy mother, you're definitely going to get that. I'm going to make a joke now that I'm going to get casted for. Women and makeup.
I knew you were going to say that.
You know?
Yeah.
So every Sunday it's a problem for us because I'm in the car waiting. My wife, she's drawing her eyebrows, and you know. But so how can we? How does it apply to kids?
Okay. I'll give you a very typical scenario. Sometimes you see kids going to school as late as 9 a.m.
Yes.
And you ask yourself, what has this child been doing at home? What have the parents been doing at home for that child to get to school at that point? And like you said, it's a carryover from parents. And we've discovered that it's very difficult right now to twist the mind of parents, but we can actually start grooming the kids. Like, you know what? Start up early, wake up your kids early. They should incorporate the habits of timing, which is key in everything they are doing. And mind you, the more you are acquainted with timing, the more productivity you get at school, wherever you find yourself. So that's why we are telling our parents that, you know what, let's start with the kids. Let's leave you. Let's teach our kids what time management is at a very tender age.
Wow, that's very interesting. Parents would often blame their kids for coming back with bad grades, not knowing that I didn't get to class in time. Because,
because 8 a.m. the first period is over, and your child is working in 9 a.m. Come on, that's almost an hour gone.
So to extend that further, how does that manifest in their adult life when you don't bring them up to respect time?
Now, if you notice, people who are disciplined with time are people, let me put it, do you realize that people that went to boarding school are more time conscious than day students because they were used to timing in everything in the boarding. And then you see that it reflects in their life. Even when they get back to the house, they are used to that conscious environment of timing. Now, such people grow up being disciplined. And there are some people that once you tell them it's 7 a.m., they don't joke with 7 a.m. They are there. That's because it's something they've grown up with. It's something that has been part of their life. They've grown to it and then they realize it. So at a larger age, it helps in productivity in adults. You see that most people who are time conscious, they don't have, once you give them a time, they are there even before you. It's because they've walked through it from tender age to that particular distance.
I want to put that boarding school theory to the test. Where's Mr. Francis? Mr. Francis, where are you? Mr. Francis, did you go to boarding school? Were you in boarding? You didn't go. Who went to boarding school here? Mary, were you in boarding school? Who was in boarding school? Our chef was in boarding school. She came early. I'm looking for a boarding school person that comes late all the time.
You hardly find them.
Well, I didn't go to boarding school, but I take pride in being punctual all the time. So how will I, with the absence of such facilities or instances as a boarding school attendance, be able to inculcate that habit in a child? Let's start from the age of, say, 6. And let's not use the resumption in school early as a sample. Let's say, what exercise can help children actually improve in their time?
Now, there's something that says early to bed, early to rise. Whether you're in the school system or not, I, for once, at home, there's this policy. Whether you go to bed early, whether it's school resumption, once it's 5 a.m., you're up.
You're up.
Whatever it is you're doing, you go to bed late, 5 a.m., you're up. And it's not the alarm that wakes you. Subconsciously you are awake because it's something that has run through your whole system. So it's not about the school resumption, it's about being conscious of it, whether you're in the school system or not. Once it's 5 a.m., you're up naturally. And if you're an adult who have developed that timing for yourself, at that point you're losing sleep. You consciously see yourself being awake. It's not as if you're doing anything, but you're awake at that point, you're literally awake. So Whether you went to a boarding school or not, it incorporates into the
timing now productivity. Let's take those two and put it in terms of chores at home. When to do the dishes, when to do your homework, when to do this, what kind of time is allotted for specific chores or specific activities. How can I train my child to also respect that as well?
Set routines.
Routines.
Set routines. Nice. Set timings. Set estimated timings to whatever choice they're doing. Your homework shouldn't take more than 10, 15 minutes. There should be that timing to it. Your choice shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. So it helps them with estimated time, and it takes away procrastination. So they know that I don't need to procrastinate this for this.
Interesting.
So routine and timing, it's key. Once they have a set routine, they will naturally grow into those things.
Okay.
You don't need to remind them.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2.
You have 2 kids, boys, girls?
I have a girl and a boy.
Girl and a boy. So how do you manage when that time when they have to eat? My daughter takes 2 hours.
Now I was coming to eat.
Help me, oh.
I have the stopwatch. I use, and then I tell you, okay, this is breakfast. It shouldn't take you more than 20 minutes to eat your breakfast. So that means you don't need to talk. While you're eating, you're concentrating on your food at that moment. Yes, and so your timing is there for you. And I do that so that even when they find themselves in an environment where they have to work with speed, they are not left behind. So we know that for toddlers, it might take a longer time, but for those who are grown up from 6 years, come on, what are you doing eating an hour? What food are you eating?
Well, I think I know where the mistake is, where the problem might be. She's got this penchant for wanting to watch cartoons.
Now that's the problem.
While she's eating.
They shouldn't eat and watch cartoons. Do one at a time. That's timing. There's a set time for food. You're done with your food, you go for your cartoon. So once you set that timing and routine, it becomes natural. They know that, okay, this is it. So that's
very interesting. Now, for people who already, like me, have these malpractices in the lives of their kids, how can they rectify it?
Now, it's very simple. Have a conversation with them. Okay, you know what? Now, we've done this week. Can we set a routine? You come back from school.
I shouldn't slap them.
No. There's always a conversation. You know, I always preach conversation.
Okay.
And that's because it helps them understand the reason why. You're telling them this is the reason why you have to be time conscious. It's going to help you even in your homework. It's going to help you even in your playtime. You have enough time to play. You have enough time to watch your cartoons. So once you bring in that incentive into them, they keep smiling at it.
There's no opportunity for a vote.
No. There is none.
That's a very interesting way to reset them.
Just set routines and then set stopwatches to it. And make sure everyone around your environment is conversant with the new developments.
Nice. Joy, why did it take me this long to be on a set with you? I've enjoyed
And I was wondering.
Don't worry, next time when you come back, it'll be me all the while.
I'm always here.
Great. Thank you for coming over.
Thank you
We've enjoyed this month with you. Looking forward to having you back again.
It was great. I know, thanks to Ryan. TVC, I'm grateful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alrighty now.